Good morning, guys, girls. Me and Keith here with you this morning. Keith back fresh from his birthday party last night. Now his birthday is still what, a month away? 2 months away.
Yeah, a little over a month away.
Yeah. Your birthday is what, the 25th of?
No, 18th.
18th. 18th of
My
January.
mom passed away on the 25th.
Oh no shit! Wow, a month after Christmas. So
A week after, yeah.
Yeah, a week after your birthday.
Good morning, Darius and
what's up, Alex?
People.
Yeah, Thursday night. Did you watch any of the Steelers Vikings?
Well, like the first 3 possessions or 4 possessions of the game, Vikings got the lead. Steelers, I think, got the ball back, and I might have watched part of that possession after the Vikings went ahead. And
tale of two halves. 28-0. This team was down 28-0. The Steelers
29, wasn't it? 29.
Was it 29? May have been. 29.
I don't know, but I think it might have been 29, and they rallied.
And then they threw the ball in the end zone last play of the game, and the guy had it in his hands, and he dropped it.
Yeah.
That, and then a 2-point.
I didn't see that replay, but I've heard about that.
Yeah, I was up during that part of the night. Now I was up during that time.
So how bad was the Claypool thing with him signaling the first down, and how did that cost them a lot of time? How much time was on the clock when he was doing that?
Less than 2 minutes, I think, and they were 10 o'clock.
So it wasn't like it was in the last minute of the game.
I didn't see that exactly.
That would have been, that's one of those things where if you're a coach, you're just like, come on,
Yeah, it's clown.
I know you want to celebrate, but come on. I mean, this is a game we're behind. We got to win this game.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't see that play itself. I didn't see it, but I was watching the last 2 or 3 seconds of the game anyway.
That's why I couldn't. That's why the coach.
Some of these prima donna receivers, somebody's got to get it in their head, drill it in their head. Look, first and foremost, we have to win. Then try to.
They hear those messages, but they don't necessarily adhere to them, and they don't.
No, they don't. You're right. Early games today: Saints and Jets. Saints 5.5-point favorites. You're liking the Jets in this game. I guess the kid is back for him. Wilson's back.
Yeah. The Saints' offense is, when they got the running game, which they might have that back by now. I haven't really kept up with it, but that's like the most important part of their offense right now. And then you took their quarterback. He gets hurt, Winston, and they don't really have a guy that can step in they don't really have another guy that's even a number 2. I mean, I guess the guy that
Taysom Hill.
He's more of a gimmick kind of guy. But the guy that they got from Denver is probably the next best thing they got. And
I know you're talking about.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to get you too many wins.
Yeah, I look at all 4 sides of the ball, and the Saints are nothing on offense. The Jets are nothing on offense. Jets are nothing on defense.
The Jets are a real bad team, but they just seem to pull out a win here and there.
Yeah, they stay close. But the Saints' defense, to me, that's maybe the telling a determining factor here. I just like the Saints in this game because I think their defense is so much better than the other 3 sides of the ball for everybody else. That's the only reason I took them. I think they can get a touchdown lead somewhere in this game and maybe hold on to it. We'll see.
Looking at Alex there and Desmond, he can't be worse than like Stephen A. and Skip Bayless and
Desmond's put his
Colin Cowherd and all those guys, can he?
He sticks his foot in his mouth though.
Is he worse than those guys?
No, he ain't no worse than those guys.
I mean, he's probably kind of a homer, but Michigan.
Yeah. Falcons and Panthers. We went against each other again on this one. This time I took the favorite. This is solely the reason I took the favorite this week. We know last Sunday at this time, I was just telling everybody, just moments prior to coming on the show, the Panthers had fired their offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I gotta feel like Cam Newton played a part in that somewhere. Whether he went to the coach, whether he went to the GM, whatever happened, you gotta feel like Cam Newton played a part in that. Then,
kind of like LeBron might do a little bit.
So if it's kind of like if a kid gets his way, how hard is he going to try to?
Best week of the season. I don't know about that.
What was said?
Alex, there. Do you think this weekend's games could be the best week of the season?
I don't see.
Are you basing that on how close the games are, Alex?
I don't see.
There's some good spreads. I don't really see. Yeah, I don't really see anything that
other than the Bills and Buccaneers.
I mean, Raiders Chiefs, that could be a big matchup because if the Raiders win, they kind of get themselves back in.
And the Bears Packers. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's just the Bears are. Even if they make it a good game, I mean, they're not going
right. It's how bad are they going to get beat? How bad are they going to get beat?
Bills Buccaneers. That's a good game on the schedule. It's, you look up and down. Where are the good games? I mean, you got the Rams and the Cardinals.
Yeah,
Bills and Buccaneers.
Hey, Ravens and Browns is pretty good. Now that you're looking at a few of the games, it's not too bad.
Ravens and Browns isn't too bad. Yeah, the Cowboys football team is actually probably one of the more meaningful games on the schedule. I think Washington's defensive ends are kind of banged up.
It could have big time playoff implications both ways. Lions, Broncos, pretty much nothing there. Giants, Chargers. If the Chargers don't wake you hell up, they're not going anywhere. Jags and Titans. Well, the Titans, they're trying to get.
It's a good team against a
not such a good team.
Yeah, well, a team that's on the floor on its rebuilding.
Yeah, Seahawks and Texans. Neither one of these teams are going anywhere. Falcons and Panthers. Neither one of these teams are going anywhere. Saints and Jets. You can say what you want to about the Saints. If the Buccaneers win today, they have locked up their division. They win their division.
Right.
They win their division. So, yeah,
Bengals 49ers. I mean, Niners aren't really. I mean, they still got an outside shot of getting in, I guess.
Oh, right now they'd be in the playoffs.
Okay, and
so they're right
there. I would be too, but neither one of those teams has been on a consistent level of success here lately. Right. They've been up and down, especially the Bengals. I mean, it's like real good one week and then real bad the next.
Neither one of these teams can run through the playoffs because none of them can win 3 games in a row. They can't do it.
Best they could hope for is to be a spoiler for somebody, and then the next week they're probably going to get clobbered.
So let's go back. We got the Seahawks and Texans today. I'm like this. This is my thinking. Pete Carroll's got 1 foot out the door right now. He does. It was reported again yesterday. This will be Pete Carroll's last season. Peter King reported it.
Is he retiring?
Or he's going to get pushed out the door. One of the two.
Well, I mean, does he have plans on continuing to coach?
No, I don't think so. I think this is it for him.
Okay.
He's going to be 71. So I wouldn't think he would keep going.
So is there a chance that even if his contract runs out, that's it? He's done. He doesn't resign.
I don't think he lasts that long. I think this is it for him right here. I really do. I think Seattle.
I hadn't really heard anything about his status there in Seattle. I just keep hearing Russell's wanting out. Yeah. Russell Wilson,
yeah.
The chance percentage-wise that this week is the best week of the season.
Oh, what is the chance?
Say 0, probably. I mean,
single digits, yeah. So it's not very, very good at all that this week is a good week. But I'm going to call it now.
Oh, really? Detroit's got that many COVID cases?
Wow. I'm going to call it right now. The first two firings are going to be the Bears and the Seahawks. Whether you want to call it a firing or not, he may walk away from the team. But I think the team has already looked at him and said, bye. You're gone. You can leave on your own if you want to.
Well,
But
somehow a report got out, right before Thanksgiving's game against Detroit, that Nagy was coaching his last game there.
Right, he was coaching his last game Thursday. Going to be going
That makes me think that he's probably not going to be there next year.
Yeah,
that and they just the fact that they have the young quarterback Fields,
and they're doing nothing with it. They're doing
Nagy
nothing.
Just leaves him sitting there on the sidelines during the games with no coaching at all.
Yeah, they're doing nothing with the kid. They're doing nothing with it. Yeah,
and I don't care. Even if Fields is playing good, you got to have somebody over there.
Coaching 101. Coaching 101 would tell you when the
even if he's been playing 5 years, you should always have somebody talking to your quarterback.
I don't care who the quarterback is. When he comes off the field, somebody should be greeting the quarterback and saying, "Hey, come in, take a seat with me. Let's talk about
what are you seeing out there. This is what they're upstairs. They said you missed so and so wide open on a go route or whatever it is.
Yeah, but when nobody's talking,
this guy just can't keep up with him. This got kind of coverage, and you didn't. Not to criticize him or anything, but you always got to be letting your quarterback know as much information as you can, so that they can go out there and see more stuff the next time, next play.
Because me and you watched it firsthand that day. He was taking on Tom Brady and the Bucks, and okay, you tell me a quarterback that needs less coaching than Tom Brady. You would think Tom Brady, being in his umpteenth year, could sit on the bench and you wouldn't have to worry about him. The first thing he comes off the bench, they're handing him that damn tablet, right? Byron Leftwich is right beside of him, and the backup quarterback's on the other side of him, and they're looking and finding out what was wrong.
Yeah.
And that's even when they score. And then this kid, he's sitting back here like, okay, I own the world, and nobody wants to be around me.
I don't know that that's his take on it. I just think that he goes back there, and they don't send. There's nobody there. I mean, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do if nobody gives him anything? All he can do is watch.
Yeah. How are you doing today, Sean? Yep, Darius. How you guys doing? Yeah, Alex. Yeah, if you don't, that's for anybody. That's school teachers alike. You don't send your kid to a school that the teacher walks in there and the boards are all empty and nothing. You have no clue as to what they're going to do. At least you walk in, well, okay, this is a way I like to teach the kids how to count. Okay? We will show numbers and we will let them draw numbers. Stuff like that. Basic stuff. And it just looks like the Bears don't know the basics of coaching. And for that reason alone, I think he will get fired. Raiders and Chiefs. Me and Keith go against each other again right here. I know the Chiefs can score. I know they can score. But they're not stacking it on teams like they have. I mean, what was it the other night? They played the Broncos and won 22-9. They played the Raiders. They're 9.5-point favorites. The Raiders have a better quarterback than the Broncos. We'll see what happens there. But I kind of like the Broncos. I like the Chiefs to win. But when you give me 9.5, that's a whole lot of points. So we'll see what happens. I'm really surprised 7 of us take the Ravens against the Browns. We take you 2.5 points, especially after last Sunday. How could they have they couldn't have blown 4 tires off a car no quicker. No other way except by John Harbaugh's stupid-ass play calling. Okay, let's go for 2. Why? Like Harris says. They got the best kicker ever.
The only way I would have done that is if your defense is really, really bad and the other team's moving the ball like a hot knife going through butter against you.
Yeah.
But when you got maybe the best kicker in the league.
Yeah, and you look at, and the score is 20-19. It's not a 20-20 is not like somebody's kicking your ass.
Mm-hmm.
20 points is not that's average. That's what the league gives up. 20 points a game. And Pittsburgh's not a juggernaut. They're not a juggernaut
Right,
at all.
and Baltimore might be a better team anyway. So
The chances of them
everything adds up that you got a better than a 50-50 chance to win in overtime.
I would have given them
and less than a 50-50 chance to convert in a 2-point conversion, I would say.
I would have gave him at least a 70% chance of winning this game if it had went 10 minutes more. 70%.
No,
Number one, you
55-60. I mean, your 2-point conversion. I don't know what the conversion rate is on
conversion rate's under 50%. It's like 40.
Usually it is.
Why do you go with those odds? That's idiotic. 41%. I understand. Yeah, you can miss extra points. Sure, it can happen, but still, Tucker. When you got a guy that can be on the other side of the 50, kicking the ball through the uprights, you got yourself a weapon. You got a weapon there. 66 is on the other team's 44-yard line. That's a hell of a kick. I mean, my God. That's so, yeah.
No, if you're down by 3 in overtime and you have the ball, let's say 4th down and 1 or 4th and 2, and you're at the other team's 35-yard line, let's say, I can kind of see going for the first down there because, your odds of making the field goal might not be as
good in
that situation.
If you're inside the 20, you kick your field goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're back another 15,
you're outside the 25, we're talking 45, 40, 45 plus, where guys make 60% of them. That's by no means a guarantee.
Yeah, then your odds might be just as good, if not better, to get the first down.
Yeah, because it's totally different if you're at the 30-yard line. When you got 30 yards of defense, they got to defend 30 yards, not 10 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the 2-yard line, the defensive back knows.
Same number of guys, but they got a lot less ground.
The defensive back knows you can't go any further out of the end zone. So that's the thing. They don't have as much area to cover. The Browns coming off a bye. What Browns team are we going to get? I just think the Browns are a team in disarray right now. I really do. We'll see what happens. Aren't they in last place?
Who?
The Browns.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because, unless the Bengals drop down there, but I don't.
Oh no, the Bengals are either first or second.
They were. Yeah. Okay. So, but I think the Browns were last.
NFL standings. I'll get it real quick. Yeah.
One rule in the NFL that I've always wished they would change is pass interference in the end zone being on the 1-yard line. To me, that's first and goal at the 1. I mean, I would like to see them at least put it at like the 5 or or maybe no closer than the 10.
How do you like a 15-yard rule in college? See, now I don't like that. Like if you throw it 50 yards down the field and pass interference, it's only 15 yards. It's only
I think that it maybe should be 25 or 30. Cap it at 25 or 30 rather than 15.
Yeah, because if you throw it way down the field, especially trying to come back in a game, you're gonna tell your guys just to wrap them up.
Yeah.
And then you're not always going to get called.
And the thing is, and the reason I say that is it's because there are too many plays where the pass interference is just, you look at it and you say, well, that really shouldn't have been called, and it was. And it's like you're really penalizing the defense for something that they probably shouldn't even been penalized for.
Yeah, a lot of times.
It's like you're giving some free points to the other team.
And I'm like this. This is the way I feel. I know a lot of people don't like it. When you throw, let's say it's the last second of a ball game and you're at the 50 and you know you have to throw a Hail Mary. Personally, I don't think there should be any pass interferences called. You got 8 guys, 10 guys sitting in there bouncing the ball off their heads and arms like that. It's all a luck draw anyway. But my goodness, if you were ever going to call pass interference, that's the time you could. Because I mean, they're all doing it. They're all doing this kind of stuff to each other.
And then another place where they probably should revise the rules to where they don't call pass interference, the back shoulder throw, where the receiver stops and comes back, and the defender's trying to just
and he runs through him.
And the same thing with an underthrown ball. When the receiver has to stop, come and get back to it. I mean, maybe illegal contact could be called, like a 5 yard first down. But pass interference should be more, you're grabbing the guy's arm, or you're just mauling the guy to make sure he doesn't catch the ball, or pushing him. And another thing is offensive pass interference probably should be called more often than it is, because the receiver
they push it off. They push
it off, or creating some separation and then reaching with the other hand, and then they shouldn't allow that shit either. That's just.
Well, you're right. They shouldn't allow that.
Trivia question: what team has the best first half scoring margin in a season since? Wow, first half scoring. Now, first half of games. I'll just take a guess that it was either the 98 Vikings or the 83. No, it wasn't 83 Washington, because they scored a lot of points, but they didn't. Or it could just be a team that had a really good defense.
How about the 86 Giants?
I was thinking maybe more like a team like the Colts or the Browns from the
early
60s or 60s.
Could have been
50s or 60s.
Only got a couple more minutes, guys, so we're gonna run through these games real
quick. That's our guesses, Darius. 2007 Patriots with the Randy Moss team.
Cowboys Washington football team. Keith and I both took a Washington football team, and
not to win, but to cover.
But I'm not even sure they're going to cover. I'm. It's more of a.
I think they were saying that their defensive ends are kind of beat up, and if that's the case, they can't get.
They have got to get to Dak.
Yeah.
If they don't get to Dak, they have no shot in hell.
No.
But we'll see what happens. Jags and Titans. I took the Jags. You give me 9 points. The Titans, if the Titans are running the football like they can run it, they should beat them by 15, 20. But they've not been running the football like it, and they've been causing a lot of penalties. If they do that, the Jags will stay close. They will stay within 9. They have got to run the ball for at least 175 yards today. If they don't, Jags will stay close. Giants and Chargers. Another one. I took the Giants here. Keith took the Chargers. Chargers are a whole lot like the Browns, which Justin Herbert shows up today.
What does that mean? There was somebody last night came in with that VASF tech. Is that somebody from YouTube or?
I don't know. It could be a what do you call it? A bot. Catherine, say hello or bye. Catherine, say hello or good morning or say bye to us. Either way, because I can make you say bye.
Because somebody came in with that last night.
I think it's a bot. Catherine, say good morning or hello, please, and I will apologize. Yeah. Giants.
Well, as long as somebody doesn't come in here with that hate speech stuff,
right.
I don't really care if there's a bot, but it's your chance.
Not bothering anything. I'm like this about the Giants. They're not a good team. But are they 10 points worse than the Chargers if the Chargers don't come out here and show up? No, they're not. If the Chargers show up, they are 2 touchdowns better. Mm-hmm. I'm rolling the dice that they don't show up, and that's why I'm giving that's why I'm taking the 10.5. I'm taking the Giants. Lions and Broncos. The laugher of the week, folks. And you guys got to listen to this. Lions going to the Broncos. The Broncos are 8-point favorites.
Are they still?
I don't know if they still are or not, but
Can somebody give us a current line on that game? Do you see one?
Lions Broncos line.
Because we all thought that it was like, what? How are they giving 8 points up to the Lions?
Why
is that, Sean?
I don't know. He must have liked something he heard.
He wants more information on those butter pecan girls.
It's went to 10.5.
It's larger now?
10.5.
But look at the information we just got earlier that the Lions have a lot of guys out with COVID.
10, I don't care.
That's
I
what
don't
it
care.
is. That's
my goodness, 10.5.
And if that's the case, it might be that Broncos just wiped the floor with them. But when we didn't have information like that, that was just like, what?
Is Goff able to play? If he is, he's the best quarterback on both teams. Think about it that way, because Denver's quarterbacks are no better than he is. So, which game today will feature the highest scoring?
Well, let me look.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Seahawks and Titans. I think they're going to score a lot more than people think. I really do. I think they could hit 50 points. Seahawks Titans. That'll be my call. Seahawks Texans. Seahawks Texans.
My guess is going to be the Raiders Chiefs.
Raiders Chiefs.
I think that's going to be a pretty high scoring game.
Could be.
I picked the over on 48.5 because I think that's going to be one of those games that could go over 60.
49ers Bengals today. Bengals 1-point favorite. Me and Keith both like this one.
The 49ers.
Yeah, we both went with the 49ers here. The Bengals, we just don't know what we're getting, man. They're second in their division, yes.
Well, the hand of what Burrow is.
Yeah, Burrow's hurting. Burrow got sacked 7 times last week. 7 times. He got knocked down 12. You cannot stay. When you go back to pass 30 times and get knocked down 16 times, it doesn't work. It does not work. They are now. I'll give you my lock of the week in a minute. Bills and Buccaneers. We both went with the Bucs tonight, -3. Look, Josh Allen. That's another guy we can't figure out. We just can't figure him out. Josh Allen is just, you roll the dice with him. I like your Bucs here. You do too, right, Keith? Yep. Bears, Packers. Keith taking the 12.5, taking the Bears. I don't think in his heart of hearts he believes they're going to win.
No.
But the Packers, he thinks they'll keep it within 12.5. This is my lock of the week. I say they beat them by more than 12.5. I have no confidence at all in the Bears. I think this is over halftime. That's Sunday night's game.
My lock would have been the Lions had they not had.
All right.
Had it not been for the
Rams.
So I'm going to pick a different game. But
Rams and Cardinals. Cardinals are 3-point favorites. We both taking Cardinals tonight. The Rams have got some injuries, and Rams have also got some. We're just not feeling good about them. Cardinals may slip up here or there. It's not going to be today. I like the Cardinals there. My lock of the week is the Packers -12.5. Keith's lock of the week is
looking up and down.
Kansas City, I bet.
No, it's actually not going to be them. I'm thinking it's going to be Tampa, surprisingly enough.
Tampa.
At home. Well, it's only 3 points.
Yep.
The Bills are not clicking on all cylinders right now. Coming off a game where they licking their wounds a little bit with that Patriots.
You're right.
Short week for them too, right? So
you're correct.
And traveling to South Florida. So yeah, I'd say Tampa Bay. Now,
All right.
I will
I'll
say
be back.
this: my locks of the week are probably more often wrong than correct. So
I should be back before Sunday night football, guys. Right around, I don't know, somewhere between the 5:30 and 7:30 mark. I don't know exactly when. Somewhere along there, I should be back this evening. We will look over and see what the early games look like. Let's hope Washington wins. We'd love to see that happen.
Patriots and Buccaneers in this year's Super Bowl. I think that has got a decent chance.
Probably 20% chance. 20-25.
Which is a high percentage. I mean,
it really is a high percentage.
Consider all the yeah. I mean,
for both of them to get there. What would you say? I mean, that would be my percentage if I were
going to do it.
15 to 20. I would say 15 to 20.
I don't know. 10, maybe 10 to 12%.
Okay. Right. I think they got a great chance.
But again, that's a fairly high percentage.
It is. It is because
teams that get into
but both of the teams are playing the way they need to play. They're both winning games, and they're both staying relatively healthy, and they're doing what they have to do to win. They don't care if they have to run the ball 88 times a game and throw the ball 3 times. They don't care.
But I mean, you look at the Patriots. I mean, the Bills can beat them. Doesn't mean they're going to, but they can beat them.
Sure.
The Bengals probably can. The Ravens probably could. The Titans probably could. The Colts probably could. The Chiefs probably could.
That's the same way in the NFC, though. Tampa
Green Bay could beat them for sure.
Dallas, Green Bay,
Los Angeles, Arizona.
Yeah.
I mean, all those teams.
Eagles. I think the Eagles could beat them.
The Eagles could. Yeah, they actually could.
Hell, and Washington did.
In Washington, that's right. And they have, yeah.
Yes. All right, guys. We'll be back a little later this evening. I hope Keith will be able to.
Bingo, bingo, bingo.
Yeah. Try to, if you want to, you want to try to come back on with me after the first game, after the.
Yeah, just send me a text, and then
I'll let you know ahead of time.
And then
we're going to try to get back here. It might be during the second halves of some of the second games.
And let me know when the invite's out, because otherwise, it's like I keep checking, and it's
okay. I'll throw the invite out.
It takes about a half a minute after you tell me that it shows up.
Okay. I got you. You all have a great, great day. Wish us luck. BINGO and bingo.
Because when you told me this morning that I sent the invite, it took about the third click after.
Okay.
And that was probably about 30 seconds. So.
You all have a great day. God bless.
Yeah. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.